Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the class. Students, in previous lecture we have discussed the exercise questions of chapter 8, which is the white lamp, and now we are going to discuss the remaining questions of exercise. So the question is there any conflict in the story The White Lamp? If yes, how is it resolved? So, in the question, you have to tell the conflict which is present between the two characters, Navarsad and Arshak. And conflict means a struggle between two different or opposing forces, or you can say a serious disagreement. And the answer is Navarasad's wait for Arshak is the major conflict in the story. This conflict is interwoven between expectations and responses, and Navarshad expects that Arshak will spend a lot of time with him. Therefore, he releases the white lamp for a while. The conflict is resolved when a neighbor tells Navarsad that Arshak has gone without seeing him. The old Navarsad is left alone with a white lamp at the end of the story, just as it begins. And the next question is, how would you resolve the conflict if you were the author of the white lamp? In this question, you have to tell that if you get a chance to write a story, white lamp, and how would you resolve this conflict which is present in the story? And the answer is, if I had written this story, I would have resolved the conflict in a very same fashion. The techniques adopted by the writer, the style of the narrative, and the composition of plot is very appealing and convincing. I would have gone for the same pattern just like the writer. And the question number 8 is, compare and contrast the characters of Navarsad and Arshak. In this question, you have to compare the two characters, which is Navarsad and Arshak, the nature of these characters. And the answer is, Navarsad is an old man while Arshak is young. Navarsad is emotional and caring whereas Arshak is ruthless and careless. Navarsad remembers even the minor details of the relationships. On the other hand, Arshak has forgotten the bond between Navarsad and him. Navarsad is hard-working peasant mean a farmer, while Arshak is an important city fellow. They both represent two different social classes and emerging trends of modernism where material benefits are more important than relationships. Question number 9 is, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have thankless child? Shakespeare critically evaluate this statement in the light of the text lesson The White Lamp. These words are by Shakespeare, and you have to evaluate this statement with reference to the lesson White Lamp. This statement by Shakespeare completely addresses the plot of this story. This story revolves around the selfishness of a thankless child. The old man Navarsad feels very dejected and painful to face the ruthless behavior and thanklessness of Arshak. It is true that a thankless child is more painful than the bite of a venomous snake. Venomous snake means a poisonous snake. And this is the end of the lecture. If you have any queries regarding this lecture, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much.